Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Elevate Life YouTube channel. I am your host, Jerla Prevalon, and I'm so glad to be here with you all. I've taken a few weeks off for the summer, but now I'm back. I am back to the show, and I have some great guests coming up in the next few weeks for you. But on this show, we focus on the stories of women, their traumas, their joy, their pain and suffering. And then we look at how they triumph over all of that, how they have used therapy, Jesus, throughout their healing journey so that they can be in the present to accomplish goals, to flourish, to do all the things that God has called them to do. So that's why we are here. Today, we are going to talk a little bit about my vacation time and what it has taught me, what it has revealed to me, what it has showed me about rest and self care. So hold on, and I will be back. So, as promised, I want to share today a little bit about my vacation. So, I did go on vacation, a real vacation this time. Usually, I'm out speaking, teaching, doing conferences, or even retreats. I just came back from a retreat and I celebrated my birthday. My birthday was August 17th, and I had a great time. I told my husband I just wanted to go to a winery where I can sit and chill, and it was the most perfect day. They had a live band playing, good wines, a local winery next to our house, good food, good company, just a few of us, just chill. Because I do so much around the world with trauma and speaking and all of that, my birthday, I didn't want a party. He wanted to do something lavish for me and do a party or something like that. And I'm like, no, I just want to chill. So he gave me that and I'm grateful. But the day after my birthday, I found myself at a retreat speaking about speaking to a group of women about being each other's keepers. I am my sister's keeper was the title of the retreat. And we had a great time. We laughed. There were some tears. We got dressed up. We had a ball. We had a ball. But I share all that to say that I've done little things throughout the summer, like retreats, conferences, and traveled and all of that. But I did not go on a vacation up until the end of the summer. So my husband and I, we went to Punta Cana, and I'm going to tell you the whole truth of how this came to be. So my husband is a deal hunter. If there's a deal somewhere, he will find it. So he months ago, he's like, babe, I found the greatest deal and the best deal that for us to travel. We'll be able to travel to dozens of locations and so on and so forth, and blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm all for a deal. But what he didn't tell me at that moment was that we had to sit through a 90-minute timeshare presentation in order to get this good deal. And y'all, I hate timeshare presentations. I just absolutely abhor timeshare presentation. But he had already paid for it, and we were going on our first trip to do a timeshare presentation. I did one maybe 5 years ago, and I vowed to never do another one, but he roped me into this one. So we went to the beautiful Punta Cana. It was so beautiful. And as a Haitian person, I felt some kind of way about going because, Haitians are right now, we're having lots of challenges with immigration in Punta Cana and all of that. So a lot of Haitians, they take their activism into not going. So for me to find myself going, it was pretty controversial because I was scared and I was like, what will my other Haitians think of me? And, will they be understanding? So we bit the bullet, my husband and I, we went to Punta Cana. It was absolutely amazing. The water was beautiful. The people were beautiful. I met so many Haitians. We spoke Creole. When they saw me, one of which on the beach, he met me. He was like, Black Power, we got to stick together. I'm like, okay, that's what we doing. Good. And then there was another one that we met on a boat. And he was like, yeah, my wife's Haitian. I'm Dominican, but my wife's Haitian. And then there was another one. He's like, my dad's Haitian. My mom's Haitian. I speak Creole and all of that. It just warmed my heart, y'all. We are everywhere. And that trip helped me understand that my activism personally cannot just include staying away. I have to go. I have to see for myself. I can't just, count the people off. And the Dominicans were so beautiful as well. I mean, our cultures are so similar. Y'all, the only division with our islands is a man-made border. Okay. But other than that, the food, the culture, the music, the way of life, it's so many similarities. We ate so much plantains. They smashed theirs. We keep ours whole. But it was so good. It was so reminiscent of my culture. So we did the timeshare presentation. We had some good food. We talked to the people and all of that. We went to the beach. We sat by the pool. We drank. We ate. We saw a Michael Jackson show. It was absolutely perfect. It was 5 nights, 6 days. It was just absolutely perfect. That trip, though, reminded me of the need for rest and self-care, for pausing, for slowing down. I mean, to have the ability to go to sleep when you want, wake up when you want, slow down, slow walks to the pool. So it was all worth it. Yeah, it was a little bit all worth it because we did the timeshare presentation and all of that, and we came back to the real world and just reflecting that we had a good time, and these types of trips are needed. We need to do these types of trips. And so as I was thinking about the need for rest and self-care, when I came back, I just felt that something was just off. You know how when you go on vacation and you come back, you almost need a vacation from vacation, and not because the vacation was bad or anything terrible happened. It's just reorienting your life back into the day-to-day, the hustle and bustle, and you're like, it wasn't supposed to be like this. It wasn't supposed to be like this. Like, life is not supposed to just be about 9 to 9 working and hustle and bustle and doing hard things all the time. There should be times for rest. There should be time for self-care. There should be time for reflection. There should be time for just slowing down. Like, we never get a chance to slow down. And what I started thinking about is that perhaps the reason we dread coming back home is because our bodies are telling us that the little week we had was not enough. That little 1 week that we had was not enough. We needed more time. I mean, let's think about it realistically. Realistically, by the time you get on vacation, it will take you a few days to just settle down. Depending on the kind of life you live or the rhythm you've had, it will take you a few days to settle down. Like, for me, I can't just show up on the resort and all of a sudden I'm good. I'm relaxed. No, it takes me a few days to fully finish with my emails. I mean, I was emailing people on the plane, just trying to close things out, you know? And then after the 2 days, I completely closed things out. But then that was 2 days in the vacation. On day three, I'm like, oh, okay, this might be nice. I can relax. I can chill a little bit. And so 3 days, the third day, I'm relaxing. I'm chilling. I'm talking to myself, telling myself, it's good to relax. Then the fourth day is like, oh, yeah, I can get used to this. Then day five, I'm getting ready to transition back into the life where I needed a vacation from. And my whole system is like, oh, here it goes. My husband and I were both laughing at each other because we're like, okay, we got to transition. Here it goes. We have to transition. And we both know what we were dreading. It's that constant 9 to 5. Sometimes I don't get to see him. He doesn't get to see me. We miss different news about the family with each other because it's like two ships in the night passing each other. We don't get to see one another. And so coming home has revealed that perhaps we were dreading coming back because we have been doing way too much. We have been holding way too much, so much stress. We've been overwhelmed. We've been anxious. We've been just doing way too much, and we've been stuffing it over and over and over again. A week is not enough for that kind of pressure. A week is not enough. I work with a lot of pastors. I'm a pastor myself. And imagine a lot of pastors will get like 3 month sabbatical after 7 years, y'all. Many churches have this policy for every 7 years of service, you get 3 months. Now imagine this. You get 3 months after 7 years of just working like 12-hour days, of constantly being on call, constantly having to deal with this, constantly doing that, like 7 years of doing, working, sermon prepping and fixing this and doing that, hospital visits and so on and so forth. That's a lot of stress. That's a lot of stuff that you're holding and waiting for the next 7 years to get an extended time to vacation, to have a Sabbath, to have a true sabbatical. That's not enough. It is not enough. So what do we do about this? What do we do about the constant movement, the constant stress, the constant doing until we get to a week of vacation? For me, a week is not enough. So what do I do? So this is what I would like to propose. I would like to propose a rhythm of rest, a rhythm of play, a rhythm of pausing, a rhythm of slowing down, a rhythm of doing less. Y'all, sometimes we have to be okay with making less, a little less, so that we can survive, so that we can live a little bit longer. Like, there are so many business people out there promoting their businesses, how they can help you succeed and so on and so forth and make 6, 7, 8, 9 figures. And I'm like, at what cost? At what cost to my mental, physical, and emotional well-being? Why isn't self-care a part of the business model? Why aren't we talking about, let's take it slower? Like, where are y'all going? Where are you going? Why are we in such a rush to make it big? Like, why can't we include rest, self-care, slow walks, waking up later, having a tea in the middle of the day, shorter work days? Like, let's slow down. Let's expand our lifespan so that we can do more, so that we can live a little bit longer, a little bit healthier, so we can pour into others a little bit longer. This constant hustle and bustle is not working, you guys. It is not working. What good is it for me to make $200,000, $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 and I'm not well? What good is it to have a church full of believers and I'm not well and we're not healthy? We need to rethink this work model and really start looking at how do we include more rest, more self-care, more slowing down, even if we have a congregation of just 50 and not 500, of just 500 and not 5,000. Like, how do we change our mindset, adapt to a new set of rules that includes slowing down a little bit, that includes less, like turn this kingdom upside down, turn it upside down, the system that says more is better, more money is better, bigger housing, bigger houses is better, bigger this is better. Why can't we challenge that system? Why can't we challenge it so that we can preserve this life that God has given us? So that's my challenge to you all that are listening, that we can do all that God has given us. We can do all through Christ has strengthened us, but not all at the same time. And we can't do it all overnight. We can slow down, even if that delays us by 5 or 6 years or 10 years to our goals. I'd rather get to my goals healthy than to get to my goals and not able to live it. We have big houses that we can't live in. We have big backyards that we never enjoy. We have big, beautiful cars that we're not driving. We have all these wonderful things that we're not able to be generous with. We have all this money that we are hoarding. We are constantly hoarding because we're afraid we're going to lose it all. That's what this living in under this constant stress in this system does to us. So let's challenge that. If you like what you are hearing, tell a friend. Tell them to show up on this YouTube channel. I would love to hear from you. What do you do to kind of slow down so that you can move into a new rhythm where less is more, and being okay to achieving your goals maybe 5, 10 years later, rather achieving it while you're unhealthy? Thank you all so much for listening. Next week, we will continue our series, which is about how to start over again when there's been loss. This channel is for you. It's for you who want to hear real people's stories about how they survived through some of the most difficult challenges in their lives. So stay tuned. Like and subscribe. Tell some people, somebody about this. Help somebody get delivered today by this podcast and this show. Have a good one, y'all. You take care of yourself. Take care of your life. Elevate your life to not just live for today, but to expand to be elevated. Take care. Bye-bye now.